What's going on, guys? Turkey, I'm back with a brand new video. Now today we have something nobody probably expected. NPL Majors Week 1. I don't know what season it is. I can't be asked to go check right now. But I actually joined Majors after like a ton of people left. A lot of stuff happened. You probably already know about it considering you're a part of this community. But yeah, if you don't know about it, the NPL kind of just like switched over and like a lot of people left and stuff like that. But anyways, I just joined because it was my goal to join major, so like why not stay for one season maybe, and we'll see about the next. But I actually haven't uploaded in forever, and I actually unlisted all my videos. I'm really not going to get into that. I don't want to get into that, but yeah, uploading has not been very enjoyable for me. But I'm just going to get through this season. First opponent, I actually get to play David or Magic. Uh, and one thing about David is that he actually never drafts seriously in his life. So this should be fun. I don't know his draft because Eric joined and he went ahead and just ruined everything, ruined all the gloriness of David's draft. So like, I don't know the exact mons, but he had some like Volcaronas and like Gardevoirs and a lot of frogs. He kind of based his draft around frogs, but like he didn't pull through all the ways, but whatever. I'm just gonna go through the team really quickly and go through the battle, and yeah, that's gonna be the video. So we got Mega Gallade, 4 attacks, basically hits his entire team for either neutral or super effective damage. Next we have a Salvez Buffalant. This is a good Gardevoir check because Hyper Voice, soundproof, and I could Pursuit. No, I don't have Pursuit. Never mind. It also is a decent Volcarona check with Rock Tomb, Payback, Return, Earthquake, yeah, stuff like that. Defog, Torn, self-explanatory, Flying, weird EV spread. I don't really remember what's that for. I think his fastest mon on his team was base 100. So like I don't really have to run a lot of speed on any of these mons. Standard Mimikyu, nothing too special about that. Assault Vest, Suicune, this is nice for Greninja and Volcarona. And also the Seismitoad, which is a pretty good threat under rain. I have HP Grass for that. And finally we have Iapapa, Mesprit with Stealth Rock, Healing Wish. This is kind of weird. The reason why I brought Mesprit is because Healing Wish is nice for my 2 Assault Vest users. Plus I wanted rocks and a nice pivot out into Gallade. So Mesprit covered all those roles. And I have a minus speed nature with 0 IVs to get a slow U-turn off and or slow Healing Wish. Actually, that really doesn't make sense. But anyways, let's just get into the battle. As you can see, he brought like the 6 that was most threatening to me. Other than that, no Seismitoad, but I kind of expected Toxicroak as other than Torn, I can't really do anything to Toxicroak, and if I miss, it's kind of really bad. But let's just head right into it. I believe I lead off with Buffalant. No, I lead off with Tornadus. And I click HP Ice here. I specifically carried HP Ice because I really wanted to weaken this Gliscor, and plus I could defog on Gliscor as it's his only rocker. I click defog. He actually goes for U-turn, which is nice for me as he could go out into Gardevoir. I believe I click U-turn here. Yeah, I don't think Z Hurricane killed at this range, so I wanted to get this thing low to where I can Z Hurricane it. I go into Buffalant, he actually side shocks, it does 44, which is a good play on his part. And then I click return, goes down to Zidui, standard stuff. I don't want him nasty plotting. Fun fact, we actually played before this game, like a little like fun match or whatever, like 5 2-minute teams, and he brought Decidueye with like nasty plot Baton Pass, and that really like almost 6-0'd me, but I kind of like remembered and I expected that. This is like 2-3 weeks after that game, so but I made sure to keep in the back of my mind. So I go for Payback. Didn't want this thing setting up on me, but he actually has Colbur Berry. But Payback is still doing a lot now, 60%. He can't roost that off. He goes for Baton Pass it to Greninja. I believe I still go for Payback, yeah. I just let Buffalant die. I don't know, wow, Buffalant actually eats that up. Okay, and then Return does a shitload. I go into Suicune so I could keep Buffalant, maybe Healing Wish Father, and or just Sack Father. And then I finish thing. And actually, I don't because I get Flinch, which is very unfortunate, as Suicune could have maybe potentially gotten Healing Wish back up later. So now Volcarona is actually looking like a pretty big threat now that Suicune's gone. I had Hydro Pump to hit that thing hard, even after Quiver Dance. But a Mimikyu could come out here. I go for Play Rough here. No, I go for Swords Dance actually. Because his team is like now that Gliscor is super weak, his team is very weak to Mimikyu. And since I'm actually adamant, this Gliscor could outspeed me. So that's the reason why I go for Shadow Sneak here, as you see. And I didn't really calc. Thought Shadow Sneak would kill. That was kind of a choke on my part, but whatever. As you could see here, I'm actually faster in the next turn. I believe I go for Shadow Claw. Yeah, I'm faster, so I didn't have to lose my disguise there, but oh well. Goes into Toxicroak. I go out hard into Tornadus because I actually did not expect the Bullet Punch, and in case he like was Sash SD or some weird stuff like that, I could go on Tornadus. Sucker Punch really doesn't kill, like barely, like not at all kills me, is what I'm trying to say. And Hurricane thankfully lands. The crit did not matter at all. I go for U-turn now. I think this thing is in range of Z Hurricane, which is nice. I could eat up hit with Mesper, get up my rocks, which is nice. He doesn't have a default. Actually, does with the Decidueye, but I live a hit with Mesprit and go for U-turn. I think, I don't know why I did that. Anyways, it doesn't really matter. Maybe if you went into Greninja or something, predicting like a Psychic or Psyshock. But I go into Tornadus, and then I click HPS because that's just free here. And I'm pretty sure Tornadus just sweeps at this point. I could go for Z Hurricane here. Basically knock out this Gardevoir. I don't think the crit mattered at all unless he was like max BDF, max HP. Greninja can't kill me with anything, even with Ice Beam. Specs Ice Beam couldn't kill, and I kill it with U-turn. And Gallade just kills this thing with Rock Tomb. So that's GG to David. I win by a lot actually, 5-0, which is nice. I don't know. David's team wasn't really threatening to me. Actually, the Seismitoad could have been threatening. That Suicune got low, and yeah, but GG. That's just my week 1. I'm sorry it's so short, but I'm kind of crushed for time for this week. Maybe it might be longer next week. I don't know, but I'm trying to get this out. It was already late, but yeah, make sure to subscribe to David, subscribe to me, and yeah, that's been it. Peace.